Weighing in over 1,000 pounds, forced to run at speeds more than 30 miles per hour on ankles as small as humans, and carrying someone on their backs all at the same time. This sounds pretty horrifying if it were you, doesn't it? Sadly enough, racehorses have become the victims of a money powered industry which has sucked them into a life of cruelty. Factors such as drug abuse and the conditions in which horses are expected to run are just a couple of reasons why I think that horse racing should be banned. I understand and respect the opinions of others on this issue, but as an animal rights activist, I believe that this is just a human pleasured activity that has gone on for far too long. It's true these days that finding a racehorse that has grown up on nothing but the traditional hay and oats would be nearly impossible. Trainers have been taking every route they can find to get their hands on drugs for their horses. An article titled Horse Racing Industry, written by the PETA organization, had interviewed an anonymous Churchill Downs public relations director as he admitted, saying, quote, "With so much money on the line, people will do anything to make their horses run faster," end quote. Countless amounts of drugs have been discovered through tests, and although it is illegal, that doesn't stop the owners of these horses from getting what they want, which is the money. I think that this has gotten way out of control, and if trainers cannot comply with the rules, then banning the activity is the strongest way to solve this issue. Aside from the drug use being a problem, horses are also forced to run in unsafe conditions that could lead them to their death. Some trainers are known to push their horses to race while they are injured, which causes great amounts of suffering. An article titled Horse Racing, The Horror Behind the Glamour by Hakal Chai reveals that, quote, some horse owners are either unwilling or unable to provide expensive veterinary care. Even when they do provide it, they typically do not allow the horse sufficient time for recovery, end quote. Anybody could probably guess how that would end. A horse running on unhealed limbs would only continue to deteriorate faster and be sent to its death as it becomes of no use to the owner. Although I am very set on my opinion that ending the horse racing industry would be the safest idea regarding the horses' lives, I'm always open for controversy of another person's opinion. Lasix is a drug that is in the midst of controversy. Many people want to ban it for horses while others think it helps. This drug is only good for stopping superficial bleeding during injuries, but it doesn't exactly cure whatever is internally wrong with the horse, which is the biggest issue. An article titled Racehorse Drug Controversy by Larry Stewart says that if the drug was banned, then, quote, there would be fewer thoroughbreds able to race, and that would mean even fewer race days and less money for all parties, end quote. I find that this statement makes it clear that it is all about the money. But when do people start to care about the safety of these horses? Horse racing is definitely a sport that is glamorized as fun for viewers, gamblers, and moneymakers out there, but not for the horses. These wild animals are not meant to be forced to run for so long, to be drugged, or to be abused. I believe that banning this horrifying sport would not only be beneficial to the horse being used today, but could also protect future horses that may be pulled in next.